Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we got another Hudson Soft that looks exactly like Bonk, BC Kid. I really feel like this is like Bonk's, but maybe they couldn't do that because it was on other like TurboGrafx 16 and everything. Or maybe it's virtually the same character but different. No, this is Bonk. Yeah, this is definitely Bonk's Adventures. I mean, this is classic Hudson Soft, like, all day. You get the meat, you get big, yeah, this is Bonk's Adventures all day. I mean, it's a basic game. It's kind of like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy Bonk's Adventure. I enjoy Hudson Soft as a company for the most part, but it's almost like you play one, you kind of play them all. In kind of in a silly way. Like, all their characters seem to be kind of the same. We got the same, you know, looks and feels of everything. It may play slightly different. You may get on a dinosaur in one game and bonk something with your head on the other. But, like, the enemy design is kind of feels the same. And then as well as, like, combat, stage, level design really feels like they reuse it a lot.
I
mean, Hudson Soft is one of those companies where you're not going to get that really AAA, you know, title, but you really aren't going to be overly disappointed, especially if you want to play like just a silly, fun side scroller. You can't really go wrong with Hudson Soft. Like, there may not be like a top tier game designer, but they really are good. They're kind of like one of those, you know, Okay, we're having an issue here. We're gonna get there. I guess we're not gonna get there. All right. He is not gonna jump high or. No, he's not gonna. It's to go down, but not to go up on. No. No. All right. Let's just move on. But anyways, Hudson Soft is that like feel good can of soup that you know is just always going to be there, that you can have some fun with. Where every Hudson Soft you pick up, you know you're not expecting like greatness, but you know you're going to have fun with it. I think Bonk's Adventures honestly is a lot more of a slower, more. I mean, this game is not nearly quite as fun as some of the other Hudson games. We missed our heart. Like, Adventure Island, I think, is a much better game. Like, as you can see here, we're not really doing a whole lot. It's, you know, again, it's Hudson Soft. You don't expect tons. but you know you're going to get at least a very decently playable game. It's not going to be a buggy, ginormous mess with all kinds of poor game mechanics and everything else. You know you're going to get some decent, just fun. Jesus, we are not doing well against that guy. I like how you just get up right where you fell down. I tried to get in there like 18 times and it wouldn't do anything. See, this is the other thing, is controlling him is a little off. Yeah, we're having a hard time. I don't really like the way he controls with his attacks. And I don't know why we're not hitting him. We hit him before. Now the same place that we hit him, it's not working. But all in all, like, it's a decent little game. It's this one, like I said, Hudson Soft is decent. It's not as good as Adventure Island is, but it's fairly playable. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to on how your guy attacks. That's one thing I never liked about Bonk's Adventures is his attack. Like, it's kind of just awkward and weird, and like takes a lot of getting used to. And I feel like it's not very controllable to a point. You really find yourself kind of all over, and it's kind of slow, so you have to really work on timing. I think it's one of the lesser of the Hudson Soft games, personally. Like, you saw as we went through, there wasn't a whole lot going on. We went through like 2 levels and everything, and it was just like, ho-hum, da-da-da-da-da, not really a lot going on. But, again, we see that in a lot of even Adventure Island and stuff. You blow through the levels pretty quickly. It really is a lot on boss battles. And that is one thing that they do pretty well. I mean, this first boss is already a pain in the ass. But takes a little getting used to. It's just really his attack that I have a hard time with, to want to keep going and to enjoy the game as much. Because of that, like, you can see the spinning around, and then you're trying to get there and fall on top of this dinosaur and like all this stuff. You kind of get in the back, and I mean, I get what is going on. It's just hard to want to play through the level again. Like, honestly, and this is one of those ones where it honestly doesn't even matter killing anything. Like, you literally could just run through the whole level, which is pretty much what we're going to do here. I mean, I think that in and of itself is probably the least enjoyable part of this, is really how short this whole how short all the levels are, to where you could pretty much just run through. This one, not so much because of all the bouncy. Makes it very difficult to run through this level. see an extra life over here. Yeah, see, like trying to get where you want to go is just a chore in and of itself. I don't know. I'm not. The controls seem. I guess. For whatever reason, completely forgot about that until right now. I don't know why we forgot about that, but we forgot about that. Ah. Just avoid those guys. They are kind of a nightmare to fight. So, like, we could blow through. Was trying to do something and it's not working. One thing I would like to see is an enemy health bar would be nice. Yeah, see, I don't understand why half of these attacks work and half of them don't. See, that, I mean, the inconsistency is a little bothersome. And, like, we hit him on the horns, and that... I don't know. Just seems a little off, is all. And unfortunately, you can't even, like, run unless you have the... Unless you have the, like, the star, so to speak. So you just gotta kind of plow through. But, I mean, these levels aren't doing a whole hell of a lot. Ah. And then that's the level. Like, it's fun, it's playable. Okay, if we lose the dude, then how do we get up there? Because I feel like now we need him. We can't do anything. Oh, there we go. Let go. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed in this one. I'm not usually overly disappointed in Hudson Soft games. It's one of those, you know what you're getting into, but this one just seems a little half-assed. That was not much of a bonus. I don't know what's with the bouncy levels all in every single world where we're at. But it seems like everyone has to have a bouncy world, and it. I don't know how hitting the ground sparks the birds out of the sky, but hey, whatever works. Hey, we got an extra. Oh, we've now it makes it to we go in there pretty easily. Yeah, see the inconsistencies of hitting things is a little bothersome. So I guess we can only hit him in the feet when he's in the air, or not. Yeah, I don't know. The inconsistencies on these boss fights is really bothersome. Like, we can jump up and hit him once, but we do it again and we take damage and we don't hit him. We can hit him there, but we can't hit him there. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, all that talk about Hudson Soft just staying kind of really right there. But then this one kind of really feels like they just phoned it in. So, I don't know. Like, a really disappointing Hudson Soft game. And you don't really say that very often. It's not really ever a, wow, that was an amazing game. But it's usually not, that was not very good. And this one really is disappointing. If you saw, like, all the level designs were short and sparse and boring. The inconsistencies on the boss fights were a little annoying. I really still don't like the way his attacks, the hitboxing on his attacks were a little off. His spinning head thing is very off. Just all of it combined really makes the game very hard to enjoy and play. Like, you can get through most everything, but the boss fights are just absolutely just obnoxiously obtrusive to where you attack it in one spot and it works, and then you do it again and it doesn't work, and you have to keep, I don't know, finding different little spots that you can do. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense, which really causes the game to be far less enjoyable than it should be. So anyways, with that being said, guys, thank you very much. Hopefully your new year starts off great, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.